G'day guys, and welcome back to the Sore Losers Show. Today we're going to be learning Slappy Backside Noseslide, and it is a perfect conditions day, as you can probably tell through all the wind coming through the mic here in Sydney. Middle of summer, you wouldn't believe these conditions. They're fantastic, but we're not going to let that stop us. So I brought you guys today to my friend Michael Dublé. That's Dublé with a D, and it is this curb over here. And that's what we're going to be learning the nose slides on. But before we do that, we better warm up. So bear with me for a few little slappies as I get my feet in the game. Okay, that's probably enough warming up. Let's jump in with the magic of foot hands. Okay, so footing and approach angle. All right, for me, this is good footing. Your back foot just past the back deck bolts. The reason for this, you don't want to be levering up on your tail too much to get into the trick. You want to be slapping it in. And your front foot a little forward, a little more exposure here between your deck bolts and your foot, but not all the way so it's on the tip of your nose. The reason for this is, especially on a double-sided curb, if you are learning them there, if you're too far up the front and putting a lot of weight on your front foot, you can tip over easily. And while you're learning, you don't want that. That's heading towards a slam. So that's the reason why I put my feet in this position. And if I was learning, I'd also put my feet in that position. Now, let's go where your approach angle is going to be. I tend to approach parallel, but about 2 board lengths away from the curb. And the action I like is turn, so you're at about a 45-degree angle in, and then as you hit the curb, you're twisting the rest of the way to get you perpendicular to the curb and get you sliding down. Now notice where that front foot has landed when it's on the curb. It's right above the center of the curb, the sliding point. So that's looking good to me, and that's the footing we're going to stick with. Let's try a couple of literally dry runs on a dry curb. Okay, so I'm going to approach this slowly. This is a bone dry, very grippy curb. I'm going to use that to my advantage and just get my footing right and my weight right. When you're learning, you can experiment with angles, what angle you come in. It's probably best to get the feel for just getting on top of the curb first. So we're going to do that right now. So guys, on this one, I just want you to pay attention to my distance from the curb and the relation to when I start carving in to when I start shifting my weight from being centered to my front foot. Another thing that can't hurt is before we go into trying it on a slick curb, set your feet up where they would be in the slide and practice just doing that, just coming off and trying to square off as much as possible. Now the momentum of actually coming out will help you regain your center of balance. So don't worry about falling back or lunging forward too much. That'll sort itself out once you start moving. From here, I reckon we can jump into a few practical ones, but first, a quick little tip. So I want to show you this curb up close. Now this has been grinded back really well, not just the top and not just the edge, but the face as well. Right to, you can see a few slides have been done. Hopefully you can see that black mark there is from wheels. And What you want to do at this stage is wax the front, because it is a very nose contact trick. And with nose or tail heavy contact tricks, you're always going to want to wax the front so that you're giving yourself the best chance to get consistent slide along that surface. So there's my tip. Now let's actually get into doing some. Another little quick tip, guys. When you come out forward, at first, you may not adjust your weight from being pushing the board forward, which is more on your heels. So when you come out, you may be leaning back into the curb. Just practice, like I said before, on the dry curb, practice just landing square with your weight even. The more you do this, the more it'll help you out. Now guys, this is one of the easiest tricks to come out of fakie, and that is largely because if you hold on to it for long enough, it'll generally happen just by itself. So, and the slower you go, the more those wheels will grab and just start pivoting you out to fakie. But if you wanted to do it intentionally, all you have to do is move your outer shoulder, whether you're goofy or natural, the outer shoulder from the curb, and turn it towards the direction you want to go, which is fakie. Look, I'm sure a fair few of you guys are wondering about this spot, and it is a bit magical. It's a bit brand new. I think it'd be a shame just to leave just doing a couple of nose slides, so I'm going to have a bit of a skate. Hopefully this episode puts you on the right path to learning Slappy Backside Noseslide. And we'll catch you in another episode. Damo, Sore Loser Show. Bye.